All righty. So we had an incredible day on OpenSea yesterday, $20 million on OpenSea alone, mostly because of Sewer Pass. Something interesting with Sewer Pass, it is only tradable on OpenSea. They've blocked any non-royalty marketplace like Blur, Looks, from being able to trade it. And there is where most of that volume is coming from. So you see yesterday, 19 million. And today already, and we're halfway through the day, about 9.5 million, mostly related to that Sewer Pass. So it shows you still got it in them to move the markets. Then if we have a look over here, OpenSea again, you're seeing from right now in the last 24 hours, 17.9 million. Blur, 6 million. Very interesting. Blur's pushed back their airdrop to the 14th of February. Easy day to remember. Valentine's Day, it was supposed to be in January. We've got 5 million on X2Y2, 3 million on Magic Eden. Nice to see that volume has come back to Solana. We've got 1.6 million on LooksRare and so on. If you add that all together, we get to over 30 million. So things are looking better than they were in the NFT space. If we just have a look here at the NASDAQ, S&P 500, we've had a really green day today. We had a red day yesterday and a red day the day before on Wednesday, but Monday and Tuesday were very green, and the whole of last week was very green. So stocks are looking pretty good. Again, that's for now. I mean, you got two different thoughts here, and I've spoken to some really big local fund managers, and some of them think that a crash is incoming in the next 12 months, a big crash, 20 to 30% down, and others are saying that we've seen the bottom and it's going to stay where it is, bit of fluctuation, volatile, but they don't see a massive crash on the horizon. The big thing to look out for is the R word, recession. If America officially declares a recession, that is going to be a catalyst, and that will be a good time to pick up a lot of crypto, a lot of stocks, a lot of NFTs, not financial advice, but that's what we're looking out for. And if it is a soft landing, like they're saying it might be, then we will probably see it not go much lower than what we've seen. So all really depends. Remember, the global is still the global. We've still got the war with Russia. We've still got China and Taiwan doing their thing. We've still got energy problems. Yes, in Europe, yes, China has reopened, but that could close in a moment. They could change their mind. So hard to see. But what is looking absolutely incredible despite it all is cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies have had an absolutely incredible 7 days. We've got ETH sitting at about $1,600, just under. Bitcoin at $21,400. We got Solana at 23. You could have picked up Solana at $11 2 weeks ago. We've got ApeCoin over 5. And so the crypto market, despite this Genesis news, is actually looking really, really positive, which is great to see. So why is crypto pumping? Why is crypto pumping? So we have a look here and we're saying, all right, we've got this risky asset. We've got a high risk environment. Why do we think crypto is pumping? So there's a theory that goes that when you are losing money, let's say you bought Bitcoin at $25,000 and now it's sitting at $15,000. You don't want to buy more, even though you should. It's kind of, if you really believe in it, one should, right? Not financial advice, but if you're a Bitcoin maxi and you bought in at $25,000 or even stocks, if you really believe in Google and you bought in at X and it's now half that price, that's double the opportunity to buy in, right? But that's not how the human mind works, especially after a year, literally over 365 days of down. People start to get scared. I'm going to lose all that I've invested. And they're definitely not going to invest more. Some of them pull out at a loss. Others keep money in and wait for it to get to where they paid. Now, the interesting thing with Bitcoin is that $19 is that inflection, $19,000 is that inflection point. If you look at the average price that all the holders have paid, that is $19,000. So once we get over $19,000 and a bit of change, a bit more than $19,000, more holders are in green than in red. And then they start to think, wow, this might go to 60, 70, 80,000 like it did before. And they're comfortable to buy in again because they're not in a loss situation.
Mm-hmm.
And the other interesting thing with Bitcoin specifically is that only 10 to 15% of the supply is actually in trade, meaning the rest people have got it locked away and have never traded it. So it really is a diamond-handed asset. And we've hit that inflection point of 19 whatever and stayed above it and closed above it, that people are now looking like they in that profit and feeling like they're in the profit and ready to invest again. So that's one interesting view on it.
Bro, I bought some. I think I've bought some NFTs even. Like I've definitely felt the like I know if I've felt the need to buy JPEGs again, then there are DJs out there flipping JPEGs all night long, all over again. Abandoned all thoughts of taking profits once again. Abandoned all thoughts of proper trading, like everyone said they were gonna do in practice in the bear market. If we even got a relief pump, everyone would take profits. It seems that everyone's over allocated, over leveraged again. And buying JPEGs. I'm down for it though. I'm down for it. High risk, baby.
Yeah, look, I'm still very selective at this point. I'm not buying in too much at this point of time, but I'm definitely watching it for entries. I'm personally, and this is just me, I'm personally of the mindset that we've got a leg down to go on everything, on stocks, on crypto, on NFT. The question you could ask me, I've got a very strong international stock portfolio. Am I selling my stocks now? No. So if you miss the 10 best days on the stock exchange, you miss 90% of the gains, and you don't know when those 10 best days are. So I've been advised by very good advisors to stay put. So I'm not selling, but I'm also not buying at this point in time because I do believe there's a leg down. And I feel the same with crypto as well. Now, I could be completely wrong. This could be the bottom and we could just fly from here and no one knows. But from my perspective, I'm holding out on any big purchases across the board. So I'm keeping anything extra in liquid and cash. And at a time where I can confirm that, okay, we're up only, even if it's 10, 15% more expensive than it is now, we could still be in this sideways action for the next year, 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm holding cash. I'm not investing. I'm not selling, but I'm not buying at the moment.
Probably a smart place to be. Also, did you see Crypto Dream just sent me a link a few minutes ago on Twitter right before the stream started? Apparently SBX, Sam Bankman-Fried's parents, have been at risk of like a security situation. Did you hear about that?
I didn't. Can we keep it for the FTX segment? Because we are going to talk about. We do. So we're going to talk about FTX resurgence, and then please remind me. Let's bring it up over there. The other thing that we are seeing is that big money is starting to come in to crypto at the moment, right? Which is really interesting. So it's anyone's game, but look, we are due for it to come up. It's been the longest bear market in crypto since in crypto's entire history. Mm-hmm. So it's a very interesting point to be in right now, because if we can hold these levels, and then we'll establish this level as resistance, right? And if we drop past these levels, we're going to struggle to break the ceiling. So the next week, I think next week we'll have a better idea of the sort of short to medium term trajectory. Right now, it's just gone on a massive, massive rip. And I do imagine a slight pullback is in order. But again, it's just all speculation from my side.
Yeah, pretty much. Would love to know if people in the squad, in the YouTube chat, what they're doing. Are they buying? Are they selling? Are they just chilling? I feel like a lot of people even got out of the market and just, it's like sometimes it's hard to get back in. Like no matter what happens, you're like, unless we're like confirmed bull run Bitcoin at 50K again, a lot of people are seeing the sidelines. I still believe that like once we hit, if we hit a bull run of like 3-4 weeks and it's really, really good and showing no signs of slowing down, people will jump back in. And I'm just looking forward to that when we have volume back and people are trading all over again. And then all the people who are like, we never going to see it again. I'm like, clowns.
So it's really interesting because it really depends on, and I'm talking broadly here, like stocks, crypto, and NFTs. It depends whether you are short-term or long-term focused. If you're thinking about the next 5 to 10 years, now's a good time to buy everything across the board. Not financial advice, but good time to buy stocks. They're not the absolute bottom, but they're close enough, like good stocks. Good time to buy crypto. Again, not the absolute bottom, but close enough. And good time to buy blue chip NFTs. Park your money in there. You're happy to have it sitting there for 3 to 5 years. And as long as they're good companies and projects, I think you will do well. If you're going to need that liquidity or you're trying to short-term trade, that's a different story. So I think there has to be that understanding. The other thing is that we do know that when crypto is ripping, so not stable, so like in the last week and a half, it's gone from 1,300 to 1,600. That means it's not stable. NFT prices get jittery because guys start to think, wow, this is, even though it's still the same floor price, it's now 30% more from an ETH perspective, and they start selling. So the best environment for trading NFTs is when Ethereum is stable. So like it was when it was sitting at 1,300 for the last month, and we did see that mini bull market. That's the prime condition. Now when it's like this, people don't know, it's going up and down, they're scared. So it's very interesting. It's an interesting dynamic to be in. But yeah, it does depend whether you're short, medium, or long-term focused.
True.